What's up, guys? It's Parnellyx, and Riot just announced or just released about 2 hours ago an article discussing the preseason 13 jungle changes. Now, I don't think that this is going to be the entirety of the preseason changes for season 13, but this looks like it's going to be a big chunk of it, and I just want to talk about it because I think that I'm pretty optimistic about what I read in regards to Warwick in general, because Warwick has been kind of a poor jungler since season 11 with the new items, removal of Tiamat. His early clear speed is slow, his ganking ability is not good, and he really has a better place in the top lane more than anything nowadays. And really it has just struggled to find any grounds for the jungle. But I feel like with everything I read in here, I actually feel really good about it. Now, that said, there is not many details. There are not this is all kind of just predictions based off of what they said and what they implied and the mechanics that they're talking about. But I'll explain when I get there why I'm excited. Okay, so the preseason changes starts off with them talking about, the pictures aren't loading here, but that's fine. They're not really that necessary. It started off with them talking about how they are intending on making jungler a more attractive role for beginners and lower ranked players by making it more easy and reducing a lot of the nuances and kind of tedious mechanics in the jungle. So this includes knowing how to path properly. They're going to have I guess a pathing guide that you can maybe turn on or something like that, so you can it could point to you. It's go from raptors to Krugs or something like that. I don't know exactly know how it's going to work, but it sounds fine. And then they also suggested that they're going to have leash ranges for the jungle camp, so that you make sure you don't accidentally reset your camp while you're doing it. And I've actually seen a lot of complaints about the idea of this, but I think those complaints are kind of dumb, honestly. I think this actually sounds like a great change. Again, a lot of these mechanics in the jungle, pathing properly, and also just leash ranges in the jungle are definitely very they're just too tedious, really. They're really tedious. They're not exactly they're technically skill expressive, right? But they're not skill expressive in the right way. So and I'll give you an example right here. So just imagine imagine if when Warwick lands his ultimate on someone, in order to actually get the full duration and all the damage off, a prompt comes up. You have to complete a complicated algebra problem, and if you get it, then you're actually going to be able to get the damage off. That is, offers some skill expression, but that's obviously just dumb as fuck, right? Without a doubt, that just sounds stupid, and it's not exactly a good way to express skill in the game. And kind of similar here, well, it's not exactly similar, but in the sense that it's skill expression in a way that's not exactly satisfying, and it is more of just practicing and prep and the practice tool, which I don't think is that fun. So I actually think that these changes are actually going to be good. It's a good direction to take. A lot of people complained when they added jungle timers and they showed objective timers and stuff like that. Turns out no one really cares, and it actually is overall a pretty good thing for the game. So I think it's going to be similar here, but that's not the main thing I want to talk about, because they gave more details. And they talked about how their intention going into the jungle is this next season, or one of their ideas, is that they want to provide pets. So basically what they're saying is, again, there's not much detail here. As you can see, they mentioned pets first here, and there's really not much detail. But from what it sounds like on this article, I think that they're trying to basically replace smites. So instead of having red smite, blue smites, and having the machetes, you're going to have different pets that you can choose that might turn into different smites or give you different effects. So basically how it reads is some pets will help you clear faster. Some pets might be able to give you better gank power. Another pet might give you better scaling. It just seems like you're going to have more options in the jungle in terms of what utility your jungle item is going to provide. And that's exciting for me to hear as a Warwick player, because Warwick, again, has a lot of these weaknesses that he's struggling to cover with the lack of Tiamats and his poor clear speed, again, his poor ganking power, and just inability to really scale. So I think having a lot of these options is actually probably going to help Warwick going into season 13 And again, there's not enough details here to really go over everything. I was really hyped up about Season 11. I thought the item changes sounded awesome. And then it turns out that I think that was the worst change in League of Legends history, was actually the item changes. It's not the end of the world, but I definitely think that was an awful change to the game. So we're going to actually have to like wait and see how things kind of pan out here. But I just kind of wanted to address really quickly why I'm excited. It sounds like Warwick is going to have options that will cover for his weaknesses. That is what I'm excited for. And I think Warwick Jungle might be back in Season 13. So peace out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments later.